All right, so traders, welcome back again. So we're actually going to be analyzing this chart, as you can see real quick. Now mind you, this is USD, Canadian dollar. So we are um having US dollars, Canadian dollar, as you can see right here. So this is CAD USD, or whatever you want to put it. All right, now so this is actually what the chart looks like here. As you can see, pretty much. All right, this is an empty chart. So what do we do to be able to make profit with this chart based on our analysis? It's a very simple thing to do, and I'm going to try as much as I can to keep it very brief. First thing first is to check out, understand our liquidity levels. So pretty much we're having this playing out as our liquidity level. So this is one of it here. As you can see, this is one liquidity level. As you can see right here, there's one liquidity level. We also have another liquidity level here. Are you seeing this real quick? There's another liquidity level. So pretty much that's it for this. There's another liquidity level. So it's a very simple analysis we're doing at this point in time. There's another liquidity level, very pretty much simple. All right, so let's now use this to be able to ensure we make profits. There's another liquidity level. As you can see right here, there's another liquidity level. Let's look for another liquidity level as well. There's another liquidity level. So the more we keep moving, we keep seeing. So we all know that your point of liquidity is actually where the major decisions are stepping in. We're talking about the major market, talking about the hedge funds and big institutions, to be able to move the market to the next level, or the next direction in which it is supposed to take. So are the big institutions buying, or are the big institutions selling as well? Yes. So pretty much that is actually what we look out for, not for retail traders. So you also know that your $10 trading account can't really move this market. Yes, your $20 trading account can't really move this market. We're talking about major hedge funds and so on and so forth. So let's move and continue our analysis so that we can place our trade on this. So pretty much what's going to be happening here is, from this analysis I'll be able to measure our different liquidity level. The next thing we look at for is our fair value gap. So at what liquidity level here are we having a fair value gap that is being associated with that particular, or socially associated with that particular trend that involves each of the liquidity level? Is a very simple one. So we look at, for 1 year, we're having one fair value gap here. So we already know that for us to have a fair value gap in this place, so we're actually having FVG. So our FVG is really pretty much simple. You have it here, so let me increase it so we can understand here. So here is one FVG. So since we're having here, that price definitely is going to when price gets to that particular liquidity level in the bulls, then it takes a retracement, and that retracement has to hit that fair value gap, and then there's also a push. But too often than not, it is not too advisable to just focus mainly on your fair value gaps, your FVG, for price to retrace back and all of that. So yeah, you have to still look at some couple of things. You see that now. So you check what is the higher high here, or what is the highest high here in terms of your liquidity level. You also do that for your that you do that for your the bullish band, and also your bearish band. So at this point, you're making use of your block order. So all of these or your other blocks, all of this liquidity level at some point, like this one now, this is also one of liquidity, but you can also this becomes an order block, because the pull was from here. As you can see, this was actually what determined this pull, this breakout. So this in itself becomes a breakout. So this becomes a breakout, BOS. So it becomes a breakout section. Very important. So take note of all of this, since this is a breakout section. Let me put it here so you can see clearly. All right, now so we're having a breakout here. Then the next thing we do is to continue with the chart to where it is now. As you can see right here, mind you, this is actually running on a 15-minute candle, as you can see right here. So I haven't done this. The next thing we need to do is to locate the next liquidity and see if there was a breakout. Now, as you can see here, this entire consolidation was is more like the bias of this particular liquidity level. So at this point now, you're having it actually, you know, consolidates down to this level, and there was actually another breakout section here. So we have our BOS. So there's another breakout section, as you can see, pretty much as you can see right here. So that took us down to this level. Now as it's coming down here, the next thing we have to look out for is this particular trend hitting a fair value gap. As you can see, it's hitting this fair value gap. Are you seeing this now? It's hitting this fair value gap. So what is there for me is that price in itself has actually retraced back to, you know, point of an anticipated origin. So we'll put it that way. Price has traced back to an anticipated, you know, origin. So what we're going to do, as you can see, this is actually a live market. Yeah. So what we're going to do is that we'll place, you now place your trade here. So in placing your trade, what kind of trade are you going to place here? You're not going to buy. And if you're buying, you have to buy now. Are we seeing this now? It's more like as if I'm selling, you know, something. But anyways, don't mind me. So you buy at this point. So what you're trying to say to this market is that at the right point to, you know, go ahead and stake my trade. And another thing we should also still know is that definitely the price here is going to, you know, is going to shoot out from here. So it's actually you know, reversing back to your it's tracing back to this other block, as you can see right here. So most of the case it might get to this other block or might not get to this other block. So what you do is that you now bring in your long you bring in your long position, and you could place take your stop loss at this point. Your stop loss could be here, and your take profit would now be around here. So pretty much simple. This is how you are going to hit your take profit to be here. So pretty much simple. This is how you're going to hit your, you know, your profits level on this particular trade analysis. And I believe this has actually helped someone. If that's actually helped and you're tuning in for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you would be notified whenever it is we drop new updates. That's going to help you make much more money. And if you want to join our community, you could also join our Telegram channel so you get more updates and also trade live sections with us and all of that. Or you want to join our live mentorship class, you can go ahead and still see the description for more details and every one of that, including, you know, our WhatsApp number and everything there. Just go ahead and, you know, click the link in the description level at the description, and we'll take it up from there. Happy trading. So as many of you are going